Saturday, December 9th, 2017, Alarosa Villa. Big Smoke. Don't say my name. Mike Bama. J. Lou. Rich Regal. Big Poe. All under one roof with local support from Six Gun Justice. And DJ Cyrus Neutron is going to be spinning it all night long. Check out Lynette's Country Barbecue on the patio. Tickets are $17 in advance, $20 at the door. There's a $3 surcharge for anyone under 21. Make sure you drink and drive responsibly. 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229, man. See you guys there. Tickets are available, ticketfly.com. Music Familia Productions, world premiere.
You'll never get the best of me, I'm anti-everything. You'll never get the best of me, I'm anti-everything.
Antman and Shaban bring you so much, live, local, and raw, every Thursday from AntmanVs Studios. Music, news, interviews, plus so much more, and it starts now.
What's going on, Music Familia? Welcome to the show. I am here live because, well, everybody left me. It's so horrible. You guys are hanging out with me live, AntmanVs on musicfamiliaproductions.com, the growingest, bestest, awesomest place on the planet. I love it. Oh, so I first and foremost want to give a huge shout out to all my sponsors, man. Columbus Botanical Depot, Ryan Woods from Raw Designs, designsbyraw.com. My man, Rocky X, youtube.com/RockyXTV. Ladies and gentlemen, I am hanging out live tonight via musicfamiliaproductions.com because everybody over at musicfamiliaproductions.com loves to put up with me. No, I'm just kidding. That's really not the case at all. Really, honestly, what it really comes down to is I love what I do, and I really wanted to be able to bring you something on that by working with the powers that be in the office to bring you an awesome website that you have never, ever seen before. I know you guys are ready for it. I'm ready for it. But what I know you're not ready for, folks, is most likely she's going to be on the show tonight. The first hour of the show, she's going to be with us. She's got some prior engagement. She's got some, I think, a live gig tonight, as a matter of fact. So she's going to be calling us before she goes on stage. She'll be talking a little what she's been up to. It's been a long time since we caught up with Ashley, so it's going to be really exciting to have that conversation. And I really wanted to make sure everybody was over at musicfamiliaproductions.com right now to click subscribe or be part of that so they can get in on that as much as they possibly can. I know we are going to have some video output issues. It's going to be kind of slow, but bear with me, folks, please. There's really not much I can do from my end. It's YouTube trying to hold an Antman down. So, you know, this is one thing that I have to say I really appreciate. All the Music Familia, everybody from supporting, being part of the action. This is going to be one hell of a show. I'm actually in a process right now to getting my show in order here. At the end of November, we are going into a huge, and I mean huge project. We are going to be under construction for God knows how long. And so we might be going live. We are going to be looking for spots to host our live shows. I don't know how many shows we're going to need. I know they're not coming in till like the end, so like after Thanksgiving and all that. So like we're probably looking... Uh-oh. You are live on AntmanVs. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Ashley, how's it going? How are you?
Dude, I'm great. How are you?
Good. Nice to finally catch up with you.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It's been a little bit, hasn't it?
It's been quite a while, actually, yeah. So, the last time that we talked, you owed me a duet.
Is that what it was?
I think so, yeah. But you know, who's counting? But so what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Man, I've been a busy bee, I think. I've been doing a lot of like traveling and touring and playing shows. I've been like all over all over the place. Kind of Arkansas and North Carolina, Ohio, Kentucky. I'm going out in like a week and going back to California to play some shows. I have been in the studio working on my debut album. In a couple weeks, we released my first like single off of that album, which is really exciting. I've been writing lots of songs and getting cuts and just kind of working hard. Basically it, just working 24/7.
You the last time we talked, you were still writing for the new album, and you hadn't quite yet you weren't talking too much about it. You were just, I think when you were just sitting down writing some content and getting some structure together, and you hadn't quite gotten this far. So you've come a long way since the last time we talked.
Yeah, oh man, that's right. Yeah, I think when I talked to you, I had just like started the actual process of like I was still picking songs. I think when we last talked. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been about 9 months, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, man, it's been fun though. Like I've really been enjoying it. Like, you know, last year I wrote 200 songs, and so out of those 200 songs, I was able to pick 7 that were like my absolute favorites, and I was like, these are great. And I've just been here in Nashville, and I've basically just been working in the studio here with like some amazing, amazing musicians. You know, Nashville, of course, is just full of very talented people, and man, we got some really big, talented guys just playing on the record. Right now, I'm in the stages of, you know, just kind of finishing it up. I'm kind of just finishing final vocals and mixing, and you know, single coming off in just a couple weeks here, and that's actually mastered like this afternoon. So it's just been crazy. Yeah, long way though.
So, you know, I know you're fairly young. A lot of people, with all the attributes and all the accomplishments that you've done, a lot of people probably consider you to be a lot older than you are. You know, I mean, some of the sponsors that you have and some of the people you've worked with, you know, you've been very fortunate. What is some of the advice that you would give to some of the young ladies out there? Because I know, you know, the industry is really hard on the ladies. What advice would you give to the ladies?
Man, that's such a great question. My answer to that question is be you. Like, I get a lot of female artists, whether it be like, you know, around my age or younger, and, you know, a lot of them move here and, you know, or they want to do music or whatever, but 1A, they're intimidated, which is, you know, that's, you know, get rid of that. You know what I mean? Like, you are so much better. Like, believe in yourself, you know, work hard at your talent and your skill. Keep pushing it, but you know, also too, don't feel like you have to fit this like certain criteria of what you think people want. You know, people, just be yourself, and I think that just goes to prove if you go back through history or really just, you know, history in general. You know, I look at women today that are just like so timeless and classic, and their music today resonates with people the same way it did back then. And you know, look at women like Dolly Parton. So different. She is just Dolly Parton, you know, Reba McEntire, Loretta Lynn. So you kind of look at women like that, and I just think those are great role models to have. And the other thing too, you know, advice to young women or really just young is also to surround yourself, because the people that you allow are really going to play a key factor in your life and the path you go down, the choices that you're going to make. Surround yourself with good people that are going to stick up for you and help guide you through some of these things, because it is a crazy life and it's a crazy journey.
2017 and it's getting ready to come into 2018. You're getting ready to debut your EP Bakersfield, which is coming out in early 2018. A lot of things are coming out now, like with a lot of late, I'm sure you've seen it in Hollywood and stuff like that with harassment and stuff like that. As a female artist, a strong, independent female, what's your take on that subject? I know we haven't talked in a while, but there's been a lot of change in Nashville and around the areas. And I was just wondering what your take on that subject was, if you didn't mind.
No, not at all. I'm really an open book. It's kind of one of those things where, oh man, I want to like answer your question like super honestly, but I want to make sure I come across clear so I don't offend anybody or have what I want to say just twisted in any way. But I personally really do believe that that is definitely an issue here in Nashville with sexual harassment, and I don't think it's just with women though. I do think it's also with men.
Really?
And that is, yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I have a lot of friends, that are guys, and there's female record executives here in Nashville. They're pretty far and few in between, or there's female songwriters who maybe you want to write with because they've had a cut, and it just goes. And I really do believe that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, there have been guys that have done some things that I'm personally not okay with, and I don't find it professional. But you know what? Those are just people that I don't associate myself with, and it doesn't matter if they offered me the world on a silver platter because we all know that's just too good to be true, And somebody by their actions and what they want out of you and how they treat you, and it's kind of sad, but in my world, in my perfect world, I'm just really big on respect. I was raised respectful to everyone around me, and I would never want to make someone feel uncomfortable or hurt somebody or do anything. And I would hope someone would have that same view of myself, and I wish we all could just get along and respect each other. But sometimes that just doesn't happen. But I do feel I feel very, very sad for women that have gone through horrific things and gone through things. Some of them, I have friends that have gone through just horrible stories, and I hear things all the time about this kind of thing, and it is very sad. But it's something that unfortunately I can't control someone else's actions. So
right.
It's kind of hard. Yeah, it's not on me. I can do the right thing and report it, and be a friend for someone who's going through it, or, if it happens to me, talk up about it, but I'm not responsible for someone else's actions.
So that's actually a great response. I've had a lot meaner responses from some of the females on the show, to be honest with you. So that was definitely a great response. But so you have an extensive good friendship with Clay Mills. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, man, I love that guy. I'll tell you a funny story. So, I was a kid living out in Bakersfield, California, my hometown, and I had just graduated audio school. I went to audio school first before, coming out to, Nashville, before I ever even wrote a song. Okay. So I go to audio school, and I was has like a session guitar player, trying to get, into the music scene that way. And, happening, the music scene there. And so I was going to LA, and there was nothing happening, and I kind of just was really honest, school for engineering, but to be real, like I really don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I kind of was honest, and I was like, well, I definitely know some music, so what do I want to do? So I started writing songs, and I immediately knew, like, okay, this is so cool. So I would just every day come home from work and sit in my room, and I'd write songs, and they were horrible, and then they got a little bit better. You kind of get better and better over time, but songs. And I knew, man, since I was like 13, that eventually I was And I was like, man, I don't want to put this off anymore. Like, start, you know, I got to get there. I got to get to Nashville. How do I make that happen? And so I kind of was just like, oh, okay, I'm trying to see if I can reach out to people and connect. And, you know, I want to learn. I don't know how to write songs. Like, I really enjoy it, but I don't know what I'm doing. Is there like a method or something, you know, that I can learn? And, you know, I'm just trying to like teach myself basically how to write songs. And so I ended up just searching the internet one day, and I came across this website for this thing called Songtown USA. And it was actually owned by Clay Mills and another writer in town by the name of Marty Dawson. And I just kind of like got so involved in it because it was like an online community of songwriters from all over the world, and they were just huge on education, you know. So they were answering my questions on like simple things, you know, like what is a verse, you know. I'm like, I don't know what that is, you know. What's this, what's that, you know. How do you do this, and how do you do it for a living? How do you become a professional songwriter? So I got really involved with them, and that kind of led to me just meeting Clay Mills, you know, and we would talk and, you know, just kind of message each other and, you know, had a lot in common, you know. And finally he came to me one day and he said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, "Come to Nashville." And I was like, "Well, I can't come to Nashville. I don't have a job. I don't have a place to live. I don't have anything." And he said, "Man, come to Nashville. It will all work out. Trust me." And then him and Marty offered me a job being their intern for their company called Songtown. So I basically packed, literally, just, you know, sold everything I owned, and I got on a plane. I had never even seen Nashville before. Got on a plane, and I got there, and I figured everything out. But I was able to be Clay's intern for a whole year, my whole first year in Nashville. And I would just, man, and I can't tell you, like, how much I learned from that, you know. And that's how I learned how to write a song. How do you do this? You know, what's a co-write? I learned the legal aspect. I got, like, the whole music business 101 showdown. And, you know, I did that for my first year, and I trickled in writing, and I did this and that. And like I said, the next year, 200 songs. So, you know, 23 cuts that last year. So it was like huge for me, man. And in my journey and like learning how to write a song and how to do things, and it's just life changing, you know. He's just one of the best songwriters in town, you know. For people that, you know, he wrote songs like "Don't Think I Don't Think About It" by Darius Rucker, and he wrote "Beautiful Mess" I'm in Rio. I mean, just to name a few of all the songs this guy has written. And he is just like he's the real deal. And he's a great guy. And, you know, he not only has helped me too, but I can tell you right now, there's a list of people a mile long that he has brought to Nashville and helped out in some way, shape, or form. He's just good people.
Wow. So, I mean, it's been a wild journey for you, and like I said, you're getting ready to release this EP, and have you had an opportunity to really sit back and kind of, I don't know, take it all in so far, or has it just really been a whirlwind for you?
It's been a whirlwind. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, and I'm truthfully, let's just be honest, okay. You know, I am really a workaholic. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, the thing about it is, I just love it so much that it doesn't feel like work, and that's why I work so hard at it, and I do so many things with it, is because I just love what I do. You know, it's hard sometimes, and you don't know how something's gonna come together, but you know, we make it work, and I just love it. But you know, it's a great thing in this industry when you're this busy. It is a great thing, you know, because you know, I played, you know, maybe minimum 3 shows a week, you know, and like I said, I play at home here in Nashville a lot of writers' rounds and stuff. I'm getting ready to actually go play one, you know, up here in a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you play at 10 o'clock tonight, don't you?
You know, next weekend I'm going.
You play tonight about 10 o'clock, right? Or well,
I do.
Yeah. I was watching your schedule. Yeah, I was watching your schedule, and I haven't had a chance to catch you live, unfortunately, but I've seen a lot of footage from a lot of fan phones and a lot of support on social media. Like, you on Twitter. You are a Twitter hound. Like, you are able to whip out tweets like I don't even know.
Yeah, yeah. Man, you know, it all goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's people like that. I mean, I'm really blessed to have like a really good following of fans. Like, I really am. And a lot of them, you know, and don't feel bad that you haven't caught me live. I just probably haven't come to your area yet, but I'm working on it. I promise. Okay.
Well, no, I can. If you need a show, just let me know. I got you.
Yeah, dude, seriously, I'm gonna hit you up and be like, hey, I'm here.
Right.
But yeah, you know, that's honestly though how I get a lot of my shows and I'm able to go travel and play is a fan on Twitter. You know, this happened. Like, this is how I got to go to Ohio. I'll have a fan on Twitter, you know, who just loves my music, and they'll tweet me, and they'll see like a live video clip or something, and we just start tweeting back and forth. And then they're like, hey, I would really love it if you would come to our area and play. And so then I get, you know, area. Or sometimes they're like, hey, you know, I own this bar, come here and play. And so I'm able to go out and, like, you know, travel and book shows that way. And that is honestly, like, so cool to me, you know, and it's just people being so kind and, hey, you know, come on out, come play a show. And I don't take that lightly, and I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to have to come your way. That's what
when we first talked way back, like eons ago, we talked about, you know, the 2016 Songwriters competition. And you guys, you and a handful of others submitted to this to be a part of this, and you more than you bargained for by the sounds of it. You got named by Nashville
in a songwriting competition for something called Write About Jesus, for a song called More Than Wood that I was a writer on, which was really exciting because, you know, that was like out of a couple thousand entries. You know, so that was really cool. And then, yeah, you know, NSCI has named me once to watch a couple times, which is, again, very exciting and, you know, very humbling when you think of the amount of, like, songwriters that are out here in this world, you know, that do that. And then I know this I just kind of found out, and I haven't told you yet, but earlier that I was actually going to California in a week and a half, and I'm actually going back home to Bakersfield. And
oh, wow.
One of the huge, big reasons why I'm going back home is I actually am receiving an award from the Bakersfield Country Music Association. So I'm basically being given what they call the Rising Artist Award, which is really exciting. So I get to go home and kind of just win that award, and I get to play my song because, you know, my EP, the title track is actually Bakersfield. I named my EP after my hometown, you know, and where I come from, and it just seemed like the perfect fit. You know, it's like you can't have a future, you know, without knowing your roots and your past and where you come from. So I wanted my first project to be named Bakersfield for that reason. So I named it after my hometown. And there's also a song on the album called Bakersfield, which is actually the first song I wrote when I came to Nashville. Because I came, you know, out here, like I said, I sold everything I owned, got on a plane. I'd never even seen Nashville before. But, you know, here I come, you know, just me and my guitar. And I got off the plane, and I was with my aunt who lives in Knoxville. And she came and she picked me up from the airport, and we were hanging out in Nashville for the day, you know, and I asked her if she could take me to the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum downtown. And so she was like, oh, that would be fun, you know, let's go. And we get in the car and we drive down there. And I remember, you know, I kind of had this attitude that was like, man, Bakersfield stinks. No, I mean, this place is just, this is what's up, you know, this is so great. And we walked in the doors to the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum, and I look up above me, giant sign, and it said, now exhibiting the Bakersfield Sound. And we were just laughing, you know, because it was like, yeah, that would be, because I spent my whole first day in Nashville hearing about my hometown and how cool it was. You know, and for folks that are listening, if they're like, what is Bakersfield? Like, what's the deal? It has a lot of history, especially
it does.
in country music.
It does,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's huge. There's in the 70s especially, but, you know, we're the birthplace of Merle Haggard and you know, Buck Owens and Dwight Yoakam and, you know, the song The Streets of Bakersfield, and so many records came out of there in the 70s. It's just, but, you know, that's like what I grew up on, and that's it. And so I remember, though, you know, after walking through that museum and just kind of seeing, like, literally my hometown on display for the world, just, you know, sitting there gawking, you know, being like, man, this is so cool, you know. We got people, like, from Australia, like, taking all these pictures, you know, in front of their little Bakersfield sign in the museum, and I'm like, man, Bakersfield ain't this cool, but, like, okay. But yeah, I went home that night after, you know, first day in Nashville, we get home from the museum. I went home that night, sat down with my guitar, and I wrote the title track just by myself in my bedroom, you know. I literally sat on top of a bunch of boxes and wrote it. And it just is literally my life story in a song, and I was like, man, this is what it is. So, title track. So I'm super excited to be able to go home and kind of, you know, be honored and play with, like, Buck Owens' sons. You know, they'll be there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be awesome, dude. But yeah, I'm very honored.
So you're gonna sign a guitar from?
I'm stoked.
You gonna leave a Daisy Rock guitar over there autographed for some awesome little girl who's following behind you?
Yeah. It's funny. I had about 3 people message me when they found out I was coming home for that award, and I had like 3 people message me. One of them was a childhood friend that I've known for years, and they were like, "You're gonna have to sign my guitar now that you're like famous." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay. You know, I would have done it, whatever." But you know, I always make jokes like, want me to sign your guitars and stuff when I was like, you know, in high school playing in these bars."
I think
know?
it's so funny. Yeah, you know,
yeah, and then there's a couple.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, but yeah, we've had a couple people reach out, and some I know and some I don't. And they were like, "Can you sign my guitar?" And I'm just like, "Dude, that's awesome. It makes my day. It makes my day. It's special."
I come from a small town myself, and you know it's one of those towns that you know you're listening to the radio station where you live, but when you go back home, it's like the radio station goes back in time. It's kind of like going back in time all around. And I went back home, and I was hanging out with some of my childhood friends, and they're like, "Oh, you know, you do media now. You need to start doing this." And I had a little kid come up to me and say, "Can you sign my shirt?" And it was the first time I'd ever autographed anything in my life. And I think I misspelled my own name, but I don't think they'll know the difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
you know, I'll share my shyness with you, yeah. But I've always found how musicians and artists and country music especially, like there's other genres of music out there like rock and alternative and stuff, but you know what? They're not as nice as country people. Like they're just not as friendly.
True. That is true. I would agree, because like I said, in California, so most of the work I did out there was done in LA for the most part, you know, and you know, it's just LA is just about 2 hours from Bakersfield, where I grew up, and you know, Bakersfield is nothing but a farm town out in the middle of nowhere. It really is. It's oil fields and cotton, you know, as far as the eye can see.
Right.
And so, you know, we're real simple people, you know what I mean? And then I'd go into LA, but they were a bunch of jerks, you know. And then I remember when I came to Nashville, you know, it was one of the things where it's like everyone here is so nice. You know, I mean, they just are. They're just good people here, and they just watch out for each other, and they got your back. And even in the music industry, you know, like, yeah, some people are ruthless, but usually those aren't the people that succeed. You know, no one wants to work with that. But, man, it's crazy. We were even voted, Nashville was voted the friendliest city in America this year. So we're friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, see, further to make a point that everybody needs to stop over to see Bakersfield at least once in their life.
Yes. Drive through on your way to LA and you know, smell the oil fields and the cotton, but yeah. Yeah.
So
no, it's cool.
You have a lot to look forward to in 2018, but what is one thing that you are looking to make better in the new year? Is there something that you're just totally, because I know every musician, every artist I've ever met has something that really bugs them, like they're successful with the songs, they're successful with what they want, but there's still one thing ailing them. What is the one thing that might be ailing you as a musician going into 2018 that you're ready just to kick in the face?
I love that. I'm going to kick it in the face. I'm going to get violent. I'm going to get angry.
Right.
I guess for me, and I think hopefully this makes sense, but like for me personally, I'm a very goal-oriented person. Is I sit down and I make a list of goals. Like, hey, this is what I would like to accomplish within the next, let's say, 6 months. So every 6 months I sit down and I make a list of goals. And I try to make those goals realistic, but also making sure that they're pushing me. And so for me, it's always just about getting to the next level. So, and there's also, too, when you're an artist, especially an independent artist, you wear so many different hats.
Yep.
That's just the truth. You are, like, all over the place. And so for me, what I really kind of want to do, like, my next immediate set of goals is like, if you look at something like touring, okay? So I'm doing a lot of traveling and playing a lot of shows, and I love that. And I'm having so much fun doing it. So the step above that would be maybe to open for like a larger artist. Be like get signed with a booking agent company that can help me, really book a lot of shows, and maybe next year I can play like 250 shows or something. So like in that area, that would be my goal. And then of course, if you look at it from a artist standpoint, I'm really excited to get my EP done and out there. I'm so pumped about it. So it's like that for sure is like a big checklist. And then, like I said, we have the single coming out, and then I already have it set to where the first week of January we're doing a music video for that. So it's like, well, that's something I haven't done that's pushing me forward. And even just, in songwriting, if I wrote 200 songs last year, going into 2018, all right, man, I want to write, 201 songs or, whatever it is, like, just always trying to get better, always trying to push myself, go outside my comfort zone, always try to get to the next level. But at the same point, just kind of take in and be content with what I have accomplished and where I am at.
I think that you're doing a fine job, and I think that anybody that was to sit back and see, what you've done, like starting out at what a lot of people don't realize, you got your first guitar at age 17, not 17. So, a lot of people don't really, I'm sorry, but, in the professions these days, a lot of people don't really sit back and think about it, what it takes, what kind of skill, what kind of discipline it takes to really sit down and learn all that inside and out and be confident to be able to put it back out there in a way that you can feel positive about the message you're delivering. So I really, hats off to you for being able to find something that so many people, in a world of oversaturation, you found a way to be able to make yourself unique. And I think that in itself is an accomplishment. So I think a lot of people should take notice of that in itself.
Well, dude, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you saying that because, I didn't get my first guitar until I was 17, but by the time I was 20, I was already playing professionally in studios, you know what I mean? I was playing on tracks and stuff like that. When I was a kid and I got that first guitar, I literally would go home every single day after school, and I would just play and play and play, and I was so hungry to learn. But I grew up poor. I didn't have money for guitar lessons. So right. I would go and, buy these like $5 off of eBay to buy me like a songbook or I taught myself how to play, but I worked on it so incredibly hard, but again, I loved it. So it was worth it. And, it is scary when you put something out there for people, and you're not too sure. And, that's something I struggled with for a little bit, just with songwriting or, your vocals or, anything like that. And I think every artist feels that way, but can't be fearful of that thing. And, you know, and you got to get out there and just let it be, you know, and you only get better by doing it. It's so true. And, you know, actually, you know, we were talking about this first single, you know, kind of ties in with what I was talking about, but, you know, I do play a little bit of lead guitar, which, you know, is kind of rare, I guess, for a girl, you know, but, you know, I'm weird. So, you know, it all kind of makes sense, you know. It's like, I'm weird, so it's okay. But, you know, that's actually how we kind of came up with the song for this first single that we're releasing. It's a song called Play Like Ken. And how it came to be was I was up in Knoxville, Tennessee one night, and I was doing like a full band show, and I had this, I get off stage, you know, and there's like this big sweetheart, you know, big teddy bear of a Southern guy, and, you know, he's hanging off right to the side of the stage, and he comes up, and he tells me that he enjoyed my set, and he said, you know, man, you sure are pretty. And I was like, oh,
that's how it always starts.
Well, thank you.
You are pretty.
What a way to start. The smoothness, the words. But yeah, he told me how pretty I am, and then he, within like the next breath, like literally say thanks, and he's like, you play guitar like a man. And I was like, thank you, I guess. Like, you're pretty, but you play guitar like a man. I guess I just look like Barbie and play like Ken.
I mean,
you know,
right, yeah. I mean, you know, it's I guess it goes with those dishwashers, you know, the guys who look tough but have dishpan hands, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That, I mean, that to me, when I said that phrase, I thought it was so funny. And so I got in the car that night, and as I was driving, I really like wrote like the verse and everything. Done with the chorus, and I just brought it into my friend in Knoxville, Tennessee, together, and I mean, yeah, that was our first single. It's taken me a while though to do that, but I'm so happy and I'm so excited, and I'm really excited for people to hear the track. You know, it's something that not only myself but a lot of people have worked hard on, and I enjoy it, and, you know, listen to it, and, you know, love it. So that's what I hope.
How have you handled writer's block? I mean, because let's just be honest, 200 songs. I mean, there had to have been 500 before there was 200. There's a point, or there's always a. I've learned in the media or sitting on this end of the microphone that there's always more behind the artist that doesn't make it to the cut. So what has writer's block been like for you as an artist?
You mean like with like writer's block and like that?
Yeah. Like how do you battle writer's block? I mean, because 200 songs, like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, that's yeah. But I mean, really, like that's a lot of words. It's a lot of emotion. You know, how do you? You know,
man, I'm gonna be honest. You know, like when I first started writing songs, I wrote by myself all the time. Writing a lot, but I was only writing when I had something that I wanted to say, you know, and so that's kind of how I got started. And then you know, I come out here to Nashville, and you know, the big thing here in Nashville is co-writing, you know. So I mean, I write probably about 3 to 5 days out of the week on average, and so I literally have appointments, you know, to where almost every single night, you know, if I'm not playing a show, I'm literally in a writing room on Music Grow, and I'm writing a song with somebody. We're, you know, making something up together. And so I keep myself really busy just doing a lot of writing that way. And I truthfully, you know, I haven't had writer's block, you know, just to be really honest with you. I don't have it. But, and I hope I never do. But I think one of the great ways, if you do have writer's block, because I do know people that get it sometimes, but I think one of the great ways that you can conquer that is truthfully just by having some really good co-writers to write with, you know. Because the truth is you can't always be on the ball and you can't always be on your A game. But, you know, if I'm feeling like, man, I'm just stuck on this song, I've got like a first verse and a chorus or whatever, and, you know, this is all I have and this is all I can come up with, I usually will go and just bring what I have into, you know, somebody else who's going to help me finish it, you know, and then they start throwing out ideas, and then my brain just automatically clicks and we're back at it. Because, you know, it's not uncommon for me to write, you know, like I said, at least a couple songs a week.
Wow.
Super easy.
A couple, super easy.
Co-writing is key.
So it sounds like you would prefer co-writing over single writing, or being alone in a dark room with a pad and paper and your guitar.
I mean, I think it honestly depends. Like sometimes, because also too, I guess for me, and not every songwriter is this way. But like for me, it's like look at like the 200 songs that I wrote last year. Out of those 200 songs, not all of them were meant for me to record or sing. Some of them were meant for my friends. And most of them, I'm going to say more than half of them, are guy songs for guy artists to sing. So I write, it depends on what I'm writing for. So yeah, if I have a great idea and maybe it's for like a guy song, it's something I can't sing or something I wouldn't sing, I bring it to somebody who I think would help be good for that. And, I write that with them. And then, so yeah, in those situations, I love being around people because it's like I really kind of need them to help me bring this idea to life.
Right.
This is something that's helping me out. But then there are times for sure where it's like, if I'm writing something and it's really personal, and maybe it's like a song that it's like, man, I really just kind of want to write something for myself, really not for anybody else. It's just for me. It's just me writing for myself and just writing what I know and what I feel and everything. Then it's like, yeah, I do like to be by myself and just write it by myself. Depends.
What are some of the 200 songs last year? Have you already planned out your next album off of that 200 songs, or are those just songs that you hold on to and you go to for material for live shows?
That's a really good question. The real answer to that is it's kind of a little bit of both. And, I'm going to talk about my current EP that's coming out, for example. So, like I told you earlier, I'm kind of one of those people where, like, I'm a firm believer that every song I write, I get better and better. It's truth for me. So, like when I was picking out songs for this album, I had, this about 200 songs to pick from that we had written. And so I picked my top 7. And then as I was in the middle of picking songs and even recording these songs, I would go into a writer's room and I would write a song where I was like, holy cow, I just wrote a hit. I know I did. Pull a song off and put that one on. So, I mean, there's a couple revisions even of the songs that are currently on my album. There was one day, like, for example, we were going to cut this one song that I had written by myself, and it's a great song, and I play it almost every single live show. It's called Country Girl Thing. All of my shows with that song, and all my fans know it, and they all sing it back to me. And so I was going to put that on my EP, but then I went one day and I wrote with this girl named Sarah Davis, who is just one of the coolest chicks ever and one of my good friends. And Sarah and I get together every Sunday morning at 11, and we write favorite songs with Sarah. And so we sat down this day and we wrote this one song called The Man That Prays For Me. And we literally put, just like my life story in a song. And it was so great. And it showed a different side to me that wasn't on that EP. And I was like, you know what? We stopped the session and we stopped tracking Country Girl Thing. The next day, I held up a session and we put the new song we just written, The Man That Prays For Me, in its place. So, yeah, songs, we got plenty of songs. But there's definitely some, I know about 3 or 4 that I definitely are going to be on my next EP, which is awesome. And yeah, I play them at live shows. Like, if something doesn't go on the album or whatever, I'll play it on live shows, if I think it's worth it. If people like it, I'll definitely do that. I pitch those songs to other artists, I have a couple songs where it's like, I think they're really good songs, but maybe they're just like, they're not my style. They're not something that I would do as an artist per se,
Right.
So, like Carrie Underwood wouldn't really do a Casey Musgrave song, like different. So sometimes I write songs, I'm like, oh, I love that, but it's not something I would really do. So therefore I go pitch it to someone who would, and then they record it, and that's just kind of the beauty of it. But, yeah, so that was kind of like a long answer, but yeah, songs get switched around and placed and songs, and I'm pretty sure, it's like, I just keep writing really great songs. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely probably a couple albums ahead at this point, you know.
It's gotta be kind of nice to not have to worry about it. And in a world of so many things to have to worry about, at least you don't have to worry about that.
No, I'm definitely squared away on that. I'm definitely good for a while, but again, I work really hard to make sure my head on that, and just having good songs and getting them. Because for me, like, you know, one of the big things that I want in my career is to be signed as like a staffer, you know, to have a publishing deal and write for other people. And so with that, you know, comes the whole in a way every day. And so that's why, you know, I do what I do, is because, you know, that's an end goal for me, and that's what I want to do.
Wow. Well, you have a huge list of social media. You're on Instagram, you're on Twitter, you're on YouTube, you're on Snapchat, and you have your own website.
Yeah.
This
is all true. Yes, I'm everywhere.
Yeah, you literally are.
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, Ashley, thank you so much. I know you got a gig you're gonna get to, so I'm not gonna hold you up. But I wanted to catch you. It's been a long time since we actually had a chance to sit down and talk. Was there anybody that you wanted to shout out to, or anybody that you wanted to say hi to while you're on the interview this evening?
Oh, well, of course. I would love to thank who I'm pretty sure is listening. And just props to Mom. Mom, if you're there, thank you, Mom. And, yeah, just thank you really just to anyone who has turned in. I know a couple people told me, they're like, hey, I'm going to try to catch your interview tonight. And I was like, okay, great. So just any one of you guys that, you know, follows me and that tuned in to listen to, you know, this, I really do appreciate it. And for all of, you know, your fans out there that tuned in and, you know, are like, who is this chick? Thanks for listening, man.
Yeah,
thanks for listening. And truthfully too, it's so good catching up with you. And I really just, you've been really good to me, man. And just thank you so much for having me back on your show and just checking in with me and getting to talk. I'm really excited and so glad that we were able to do this. It's awesome.
Yeah, I have a Steve Vai edition white guitar in my studio that all my artists sign, and I can't obviously have you here to sign it. So if you go back and look at this interview, I will make sure that you have to send me some of your merch or send me a sticker with an autograph, and I'll stick your sticker on the guitar.
Yeah, seriously message me your address, and I will totally send you something. I got you.
Yeah, I will also we'll be in touch too. Also, there's some exciting new things. Music Productions, though, the company that I'm part owner of, is launching a new radio station in 2018. Dedicated to artists, and we're going to try to basically provide advertising and commercial advertising, everything that the music scene has to pay expensive for. We're going to try to get everybody in and get an affordable rate for everybody and make it something that, get it back to basics, you know, music family shows. That's how it all started.
Dude, that's awesome. Well, I cannot wait then. So it sounds like we're going to talk to each other again in 2018 then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is great.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you so much thank you for doing what you do as an artist and musician, Ashley. It is always truly a pleasure to spend time with you. And we will definitely hang out soon. And I'm going to hit you up with a list of venues. And I got a whole list of artists that want to play with you, too. So we'll be in touch.
Let's do it, man. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, that's honestly word of mouth and just by people giving me venues is how I'm able to book shows and do what I do. And I would absolutely love that. Plus, that way I could sign your guitar in person, too.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of win-wins here, you know?
There is. So, well, folks, make sure you check out Ashley on Twitter at _AshTaylorMusic. It would be Ashley Taylor on YouTube. It's Ashley Taylor Official on Instagram. I love your Snapchat, A-Tay Music.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends, my nickname, they all call me A-Tay.
It works.
And the reason why, this is a funny story. So one of my first cuts was just like an independent, really, you know, not a very big artist, but they had their first EP, and I mean, this thing was like so just kind of thrown together, and it was just it was funny. But this artist literally put my name on the back as A.Tay, and where it was placed, it was so close to the edge of the jacket that like the LOR was taken off in Taylor. So it had the name of the song, and it said written by A.Tay. So people they now call me A.Tay. So
it's funny how things work out, you know, like
it is, yeah.
As long as they remember you. I mean, I was told when I started in this whole industry that basically you have to find a way that you have about 5.3 seconds of attention span, and you have to be able to find a way to get their attention. So a creative name, whatever it is, whatever you need to do. So I mean, I'm with you, sister. Awesome. But, well, thank you so much, Ashley. Good luck tonight on your show, and keep doing what you're doing, girl. I can only see great things. You're going to break the glass ceiling so soon. I can't wait to be there to see it.
Dude, thank you so much, and likewise, thank you for all you do, and you just keep doing your thing. You're killing it.
One day at a time, ma'am. One day at a time.
I feel you. I feel you.
All right, Ashley. Have a great night. Thank you so much, and good luck at your show.
Thank you. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks again for having me.
All right. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Antman versus I Am. Still here, 7 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. We have some new stuff to talk about come up in the 9 o'clock hour. We got about 9 minutes before that happens. Good luck to Ashley Taylor and her live show tonight going on about 10 o'clock. Make sure you go ahead, check out AshleyTaylorMusic.com, Ashley Taylor Official on Instagram, _Ash Taylor Music on Twitter, and Ashley Taylor on Instagram, YouTube as well. So make sure you guys check her out, man. Great artist, great person. And we're going to get into a couple spots here, pay some bills, and we'll be right back after this. Here's a spot from Columbus Events Group, December 9th. It's going down. Alarosa Villa. Let's get some more information about that. Saturday, December 9th, 2017, Alarosa Villa. Big Smoke. Mike Bama. J. Lou. Rich Regal. Big Poe. All under one roof with local support from Six Gun Justice. And DJ Cyrus Neutron is going to be spinning it all night long. Check out Lynette's Country Barbecue on the patio. Tickets are $17 in advance, $20 at the door. There's a $3 surcharge for anyone under 21. Make sure you drink and drive responsibly. 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229, man. See you guys there. Tickets are available, ticketfly.com. From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTPMag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard the lady.
Get over to ZTPMag.com.
Hey guys, Josh from the Sunday Morning Meltdown here. Music Familia Productions is always looking for new sponsors for the shows. For information, go to musicfamiliaproductions.com. If you have any specific questions or requests, send your emails to musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. From all of us here at Music Familia Productions, we thank you for your continued support.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
What's going on, Music Familia? Welcome back to the show. You are live with AntmanVs on Thursdays all the way till 10 o'clock. One thing that we do every week, we do brand new Douchebag Criminals, and that is coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. But one thing that we do that is very important, happy birthday, Michelle Grace Ruff, Julie Holbrook, and Ms. Lopez. Happy birthday to you three wonderful ladies today. And anybody else who's having an awesome birthday out there. To you, thank you guys so much for being part of the action. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors, Columbus Botanical Depot, my man Joe, CBDHempHealth.com. If you contact CBDHempHealth.com or Columbus Botanical Depot and you let them know that you listen to Antman Versus, use the hashtag AntmanVS for 10% off of your first purchase. Make sure you also get a hold of my man Ryan Woods from Raw Designs. Do you have a design? Is it boring? Does it suck? Do you need something a little more modern? Hit him up, Ryan Woods. Raw Designs, designsbyraw.com, 614-425-7901. Same thing, hashtag AntmanVS gets you 10% off of your first deal with graphic design work from Ryan Woods and the boys and girls over at Raw Designs. My man Rocky X from youtube.com/RockyXTV, my YouTube partner in crime, bringing you DIY all week long with new, I repeat, new stuff every week to show you how to do yourself work on your own vehicle. So if anybody has questions, concerns about that, make sure you guys, man sent you. Tomorrow night at the Alrosa Villa, 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229. If you are in the area, then you guys know tomorrow night is the Hinder Show with Wayland, and it's going to be sweet. We're going to be there. Are you? I think you're going to be there. I hope you're going to be there. I know Columbus Events Group's going to be there. And Miss Mary Kaufman, huge shout out to you and all your boys and girls over there at CEG. I love you guys. My man Stevie Cade, hope you are well. My girl Danielle Best hanging out. Crystal Ortiz in the chat room. I know you guys are in there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And also, oh, shit. It's mail time. Oh, all right. Mail time. All right. What do we got here? All right. So we got some new merch in. So make sure you guys can get your new beanies, Music Familia Production beanies. These are just awesome stuff. This is a onesie for the little one. So if you have a little one in your life and you want to get some Music Familia apparel, go ahead, hit up Siobhan. Make sure you hit her up at Siobhan MFP on Facebook. Find her. Let her know you want some swag, and she'll hook you up. I want to give a huge shout out to Club Voodoo's as well, in the South End all the way out there. I don't know if it would be like South German Village. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. I think it would be South German Village. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But Club Voodoo's is an awesome venue. They're also a client, and really, I'm speechless right now because we are in the process of, Crystal, I love you too, but we are in the process over here at MFP of getting a bunch of things together, and let me grab my notes here. Let me grab my notes. So, a lot of people have been talking to me about Music Familia Productions and asking me, what's going on with it. A few things. One, you guys can sponsor Music Familia Productions as a whole. You guys can sponsor the whole thing, the website, and the company for $100 a month. That includes the $100 a month for sponsorship includes radio ads for that month on MFP and all media outlets, which we host like 6 pages now. which all hit about 500 to 1,000 people within reach. Also, live reads on air. So we'll do live reads for your events and your cause live on air for everybody to be a part of. All right. Advanced shout-outs for the month. The advanced shout-outs. A lot of people are asking about the advanced shout-outs. If you guys don't know, head over to musicfamiliaproductions.com. Check out the shout-out section. You guys can see what's going on there. The Music Connection is an independent entity, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. A lot of people were wondering about pricing and what we had to do to get things together. And I am sorry, folks, but it took me quite a while to be able to get all this crap together because it's just not something you can just throw together and it's just going to be like, poof, perfect. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be that way. So, what I have done, Music Connection, and if you guys grab your device, grab your smartphone, grab your computer, your iPad, your tablet, whatever you have, create another window and go over to musicfamiliaproductions.com separate from what you're watching right now on the website. Just go over, open up another tab, and type in the website again. That way you can either move aside or you can work with them. One way or another, you can work with them. All right? So go over to musicfamiliaproductions.com, check it out. The shout-outs, you're going to see in the shout-out section, you're going to see a list of the shout-outs that we've already done. One of the ones you're going to see is the promo that we've done for Columbus Events Group show that's going down December 9th at the Alrosa Villa. That is just Saturday, December 9th. Doors are at 6 p.m. All ages show, $17 in advance, $20 day of show. There is a $3 surcharge for anybody under 21, which I totally understand. I can get with that. Hopefully you can. But I want to encourage everybody to jump over to musicmediaproductions.com. Check out your events. You can promote yourself. You can talk about yourself. You can talk about whatever you want inside there and not worry about having to pay to boost, which is kind of a joke. So here we go. The big meat and potatoes, what everybody's really been bugging me about. The Music Connection. A lot of artists and musicians who are promoters, who are this, who are that, who have pieces, who have parts, who have it all, who have some. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring everybody together into one collective. And the Music Connection is going to be where we're going to do that. What I have done, I've negotiated the pricing down to get the advertising down, get everything down that we can get down. And basically what I've done is I've turned it upside down. And I think I've probably pissed off most of the office people because I told them that I'm not going to let them take advantage of my people like that. I want something honest. I want something real. And the only way that I'm going to I'm going to be the buffer between the people, between the BS and the people. I don't want my people being wrapped up in drama. They have enough to deal with, so that's why I'm doing this. So here we go. $16 is an introductory cost, all right? $16 locks you in for the year. That's unheard of advertising. That's stupid, dumb, unheard of advertising. For $16 a year, you get into the Music Connection. That gets you one category in there for $16. The cutoff point is end of February. To get into this introductory promotion, you have to use the hashtag MFP. Hashtag MFP for $16 introductory to get you into the Music Connection, lock you in for a full year, ladies and gentlemen. $16 for one category to be able to just perfect yourself, set it, forget about it. And we are in the process of installing a massive piece of software that is going to allow you to pay and set up your own advertising. You're going to have full accountability, full responsibility, and have a full opportunity to be able to put all of everything that you are into that and put it out there and not have to worry about anybody messing with you. No shadiness, no BS, no nothing. Just a flat monthly fee after February. This promotion ends at the end of February. So if you know somebody who's an artist, a musician, somebody who's going to truly benefit from this, make sure that you let them know because come the end of February, this is all going to change. It's going to go to a monthly. Beginner package is at $30 a month, which is still a killer deal for one category. $40 a month for up to 5 categories. $40 a month for 5 categories. Not 5 categories of the same content. 5 categories of different content. What kind of a person are you? Do you have pictures? Do you have merch? Do you have whatever? Each of those is a category. So think about how many categories, and then you think about the top level tier is $49.99 a month. That's $50 a month for unlimited categories in the marketplace. That's going to connect you with hundreds of people. You're going to be seen by thousands of people. The biggest thing with what irritates me the most about what a lot of people have to say about this is they talk about Facebook. A lot of people are spending thousands of dollars a week on Facebook. They're not even reaching half of what they're paying for. And I really want my people, if they're going to spend the money, I want them to be able to get what they pay for. The best bang for your buck. And what's the best way to do that? musicfamiliaproductions.com. For any more questions about what we have going on over there, I'm going to get off of this spiel here before the bosses yell at me. But I just want to let you guys know, what was going on with that, because it's really important that I share the wealth. Speaking of sharing the wealth, so what's been going on with you guys lately? Is everybody staying out of trouble? I know that the weather hasn't been exactly kosher. Hey, have you guys seen Harvey Weinstein is back in it? And NYPD opens up an official investigation. So Harvey Weinstein forced himself on Boardwalk Empire star Paz de la Loretta twice in her home, according to the actress, whose allegation has launched a new NYPD investigation. Paz told us that the first alleged rape happened in October 2010 when Weinstein offered to give her a ride to her NYC apartment following a party they both attended. She claimed he insisted on having drinks at her place, and when they did, he pushed me on the bed, and it happened all very suddenly. She claims the second assault happened a couple months later when he showed up in her lobby. Somehow they ended up inside her apartment again, and Paz alleges he raped her again. She also says that she was drinking and in no condition to consent to sex. Weinstein has previously denied the non-consensual sex allegations from dozens of women. We've reached out to his camp regarding Paz's accusations, and the DEA's office says a sex crimes prosecutor is on the case along with NYPD. So it looks like the plot thickens. Things are getting a lot worse in Hollywood. So, what is one of the things that you really... What are some of your biggest pet peeves? I'm curious. I want to weigh in. Weigh in, if you're in the chat room, what are some of your biggest pet peeves? We're going to talk about some of the biggest things that irritate the tiniest people. We're going to talk about that coming up in a little bit. We got Douchebag Criminals coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. And what else do we have? Oh, I don't know. We will... Unheard of here. I got some new music. I don't normally play music. Well, I do. I'm not going to lie. I do. But we are going to... Let me get into this here. I got something special for you guys. Controversy for Breakfast, my boys over there. I love those guys so much, man. They're like my family. So I want to get this on here for you guys. Hopefully you guys can jam out with this. Agatha with a little bit of banjo right here. Antman versus. 40 minutes left. Pay some bills, and we're going to get to this. Agatha with some banjo after this. From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTP Mag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard the lady.
Get over to ZTPMag.com.
Hey guys, Josh from the Sunday Morning Meltdown here. Music Familia Productions is always looking for new sponsors for the shows. For more information, go to musicfamiliaproductions.com. If you have any specific questions or requests, send your emails to musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. From all of us here at Music Familia Productions, we thank you for your continued support.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab.
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
And you're listening to AntmanVs.
Woo! Saturday, December 9th, 2017, Alarosa Villa. Big Smoke. Mike Bama. Jay Lou. Rich Regal. Big Poe. All under one roof with local support from Six Gun Justice, and DJ Cyrus Neutron is going to be spinning it all night long. Check out Lynette's Country Barbecue on the patio. Tickets are $17 in advance, $20 at the door. There's a $3 surcharge for anyone under 21. Make sure you drink and drive responsibly. 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229, man. See you guys there. Tickets are available, ticketfly.com.
Won't you fire up your granddaddy teach me the secrets to your granddaddy's still.
Woo! Yeah. So Agatha was a banjo. Controversy for breakfast right there. Shout out to my boys. Controversy for breakfast. Hey, so did you hear the promo? I bet you did. The promo for Big Smo, December 9th. Big Smo, Mike Bama, Jay Luke, Rich Regal, my man Big Poe, Six Gun Justice, and DJ Cyrus Neutron, and my favorite barbecue place, Lynette's Country Barbecue, is going to be on the patio, Alrosa Villa, Saturday, December 9th. Doors at 6 p.m. All ages show, $17 in advance, $20 the day of show, $3 surcharge for anyone under 21. 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio 43229. Ticketfly.com for more tickets. Give a huge shout out to S7 Studios for their awesome work on this graphic and this beautiful little flyer here. Shout out to my man Carl Keaton. How's it going, man? I come into Agatha with banjo, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I love that song. Couldn't resist, man. Couldn't resist. So, hopefully you guys are having an awesome show. You guys hanging out with me. You guys heard my interview with Ashley Taylor in the front part of the show. You guys can rewind if you guys want, or it'll be up this evening. You guys can go back and recap, man. So, the Vegas shooter's brother threatened to kill at nursing home. Turns out the brother of the Vegas shooter, Stephen Paddock, has employees at an assisted living facility afraid for their safety because of his threatening behavior, including death threats. According to new legal documents, Bruce Paddock has been ordered to stay away from the Four Seasons Healthcare and Wellness Center, the California nursing home he recently visited, after yelling at the administrator, "Don't fuck with me, and tell your nurses not to fuck with me because I'm the one that hurts people." And I quote, Paddock has also allegedly threatened to use a razor on a resident, screaming, "Hey bitch, I want my fucking razor back. When I get my ass over there, I'm gonna shove that fucker so far up your ass, it's gonna come out your ear." According to the docs, the most recent incident occurred on October 30th when Bruce snuck into the facility late at night and barricaded himself in a room. When an employee confronted him, he screamed, "Get the fuck out of my way or I'm going to kill you." As he reported, Paddock was busted for child porn. He was on the run for several years, but got caught up after bragging about his brother's Vegas attack. A judge has ordered Bruce to stay 100 yards away from the nursing facility, and specifically 3 of the employees that he harassed. Wow. What do you say to that? I mean, what do you say to that? Like, crazy. What's going on? My man. Oh, hey, bunch of people jumping in. What's going on, Dave? Hey, brother, I hope you're feeling better. Didn't realize you were back on Thursdays. Yes, sir. I am back on Thursdays. We are doing Thursdays live. So we're doing Thursdays 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're doing Sunday mornings for a Sunday morning meltdown, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And that's with my man Josh D and my main girl Siobhan. She handles all that fun stuff. Hey, speaking of, let me grab this. So I just wanted to grab these here real quick. I wanted to show you guys these really quick. So Mike Sell Monograms was kind enough to send us some proto merch. So we have the Music Familiar Productions beanies now. And if you have a little one, you can order your very own Music Familiar Productions onesie for your little ones now. And Siobhan is heading up that endeavor. So if you have any questions about merchandise, if you want to purchase any of our merchandise, I'm going to tell you what to do right here. All right. So, Siobhan MFP on Facebook. Anybody who's interested in getting merch from us, go over to Facebook, give Siobhan a like, and send her your order, because she will definitely get on that. So, what is it, Music Familia? What is it? What is your biggest pet peeve? Tell me. What bugs you the most? I have a level right here. I have a good judge of pet peeves here. We have 20 of them. So, I'm curious, guys. While I'm reading through some of these, I will share mine, but I'm really curious what your guys' is. So, here we go. So, one of my biggest pet peeves, seriously, I think labels facing out in the refrigerator. If you notice in my refrigerator, even in the studio, the labels are all facing out. And I bet my wife is listening to this show right now like, oh, now I'm going to start messing with them. So, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. But, yeah, that's one thing that bugs me. What really bugs me, too, is when somebody drives a vehicle and they leave the radio up when they turn the car off. And they're the last ones to drive the vehicle, and they're in the car, and you get in to turn the key up, and you're like half asleep. You know, you get in your car, you're waking up, you're like, you know, drinking your coffee, waking up. Go to turn the key over, and the last thing you want to hear is a like loud in your ear. So I get really agitated when people don't turn down the radio. How about this? People act like they're hurt or sad just to get attention. That's a pretty good one. How about stopping in the middle of a crowded hallway? That's a pretty that's a pretty good pet peeve there. How about when someone tells you they will take care of it and then doesn't follow through? Really bad body odor. We took a poll earlier today. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me why I'm reading these, because earlier today we took a poll, and if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, then you guys missed it. But make sure you guys go over to our social media network and like our pages and like all of our stuff. Make sure you're over at mfp.com and you subscribe to our YouTube channel right there while you're watching the video. So earlier today we had a poll about pet peeves. And a lot of people had a lot of interesting pet peeves. I read off a couple of the smaller ones, but we're going to go right to the top 10 here. People who won't respect your opinion just because it doesn't match theirs. That's a pretty good one right there. I'll admit, that's a good one. Number 9, people who don't cover their cough when they sneeze. How about number 8? Parents letting their toddlers scream and scream and scream and ignoring them, not tending to them at all. Number 7, I think this is like probably the easiest one right here. Rude people. I think that's the best one. Dave Mosley may mention that on my band's First Amendment, that my band First Amendment is performing Saturday at 6 p.m. for the Murnane Cancer Benefit at Somewhere Else Bar in Newark. Headliners are Pooba. Awesome, man. Yes, Dave, definitely. And make sure you share the flyer over on my page, man. I'll make sure I get that out there for you. All right. How about this? People who never shut up and talk over you constantly. My boss is kind of like that. My boss, when we have Monday morning production meetings, kind of gets ridiculous after that. How about an unflushed or messy public toilet? That's number 3. Number 2, people who are always interrupting other people. And the number one answer, we're going to have that when we come back after this. I, however, I'm going to get this here for you. We get this song from my man Big Poe, and this is 10 Toes Down. Dave Mosley says, my pet peeve is folks promoting when you're trying to do something else. Yeah. Oh, you're good, Dave. You're good, man. We're going to get into this 10 Toes Down. When we come back, we're going to come into the number one pet peeve for people in the United States. Here we go. 10 Toes Down, Big Poe. Catch him December 9th.
Country to the bone with them hands. I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down. I'ma hustle till they hurt me. Country to the bone with them hands. I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down. I'ma hustle till they hurt me. From the land of the Cherokee, I won't stop till they bury me. Your whole team couldn't carry me. Y'all done slashed down like a carabiner. Look at me, I'm a leader. Took the whole gang to the cleaners. Pull the Harley out, I'm a cleaner. Have your girl ready by 6, I'ma pick her ass up and go feed her. Woo! Fat stacks in my backpack from that River Jack, I'm no city boy. That lift kit on that slick whip, it ain't meant to look pretty, boy. Why you talking all silly, boy? We ain't showing no pity, boy. Yeah, I heard you dropped a new mixtape. Never heard it, but I heard it sound shitty, boy. Talk all this shit that y'all want. Y'all acting like I'm a fail. Like when the going gets tough, y'all acting like I'm a bell. I'm a bell. Bitch was making you nervous, thinking of records that I'ma sell. Man, I was made with a purpose. You only hear cause the condom fails. Bone with them hands, I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down, I'ma hustle till they hurt me. Country to the bone with them hands, I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down, I'ma hustle till they hurt me.
These haters shouting, can't go one day without them. Talking shit on every single spit. Chump motherfuckers, I don't even wanna hear about it. But I got haze around me. Think I give a damn if you doubt me. Go and stack your racks in your Benjamins. Bitch, all of my bucks have been mounted. Go about your business, I ain't got time to kill. Hustle, work, hustle, baby, it's always that time of year. Birds of a feather, best get your shit together. Don't bring me in if you can't hang out in this muddy weather. Still popping threads while I done switched to leather. 10 lids that done gassed up swift, I ain't even have to measure. Thinking slick, better practice what you preach, professor. Even diamonds know to crack when they put under pressure.
Country to the bone with them hands, I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down, I'ma hustle till they hurt me. Country to the bone with them hands, I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down, I'ma hustle till they hurt me.
Y'all better pay attention. I've been an underdog, born in Louisiana. I ain't gon' play with y'all. I'm flexing plenty muscle. Trick, I was born to shine. So respect my hustle. Trick, I was born to grind. 10 toes down when I'm stepping to the moon, dawg. Out of space flow, cutting up like a coon dog. Country to the bone with a sprinkle of some outlaw. Boss of that fire, you Louisiana hot sauce. Stay down and I crank it up. Hustle hard till they've had enough. I've been a leader, you been a hater. Can't stop me now, so I'll see you later. I'm still breathing, still standing. Devil's mad, he can't stand me. I was born bad and I never lose. 10 toes and I'm cutting loose.
Country to the bone with them hands, I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping? I was born all about chow. child. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down, I'ma hustle till they hurt me. Country to the bone with them hands, I'm a southpaw. Wanna catch me slipping, I was warned all about y'all. I'ma keep on grinding till the day that they bury me. 10 toes down, I'ma hustle till they hurt me.
Saturday, December 9th, 2017, Al Rosa Villa. Big Smoke. Mike Bama. Jay Luke. Rich Regal. Big Poe. All under one roof with local support from Six Gun Justice. And DJ Cyrus Neutron is going to be spinning it all night long. Check out Lynette's Country Barbecue on the patio. Tickets are $17 in advance, $20 at the door. There's a $3 surcharge for anyone under 21. Make sure you drink and drive responsibly. 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229, man. See you guys there. Tickets are available, ticketfly.com. What's going on, Music Familia? Welcome back to the show. Hanging out live, Antman versus the number one pet peeve in the world. Just kidding. In the area. When people copy a really good idea of yours and then they get credit for it. Yes. Precisely. How many people out there can agree? I want to hear it right now. I can't see you, so let me hear you. Wait, is that backwards? I can see you. I don't know. Anyway. So, pet peeves. Everybody's got them. Ooh, everybody's got them. Excuse me. Chili in the break room. Oof. Siobhan left her chili in the break room, so when we were on break earlier, I went and I stole me some of that. It was pretty good. That vegan chili. I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know what vegan chili is. Anyway. So you guys heard the promo for Big Smo, Mike Bama, Jay Luke, Rich Regal, Big Poe, December 9th. What about tomorrow night? Columbus Events Group has an awesome tomorrow night event going on. Hinder and Waylon are at the same place, the Rosa Villa, 5055 Sinclair Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43229. Awesome. Lots of history there. So, hanging out live, about 15 minutes left of the show, give or take. My phone was going off, so I had to make sure whenever somebody messages you, like if it's a wife or somebody like that, you make sure that you answer the phone. One of our new awesome companies that's working with us, I want to give a huge shout out to them. Cell Monograms Incorporated. One awesome company. And we got a caller. What's going on, Ivan?
Antman versus. How are you?
Aha. What's up, Larry? Long time, man. How you been, buddy? Sight, man. You want to fill him in a little bit?
Latest and greatest is that they're at the marketplace and are looking at incorporating a second style directory type structure for businesses.
In comparison, I mean, we talk about bang for your buck. I feel like MFP is really changing the game, I guess, so to speak.
Well, we went and did a test, and Smashing Magazine went ahead and did the test. And what we did is we went in, we posted we took a same ad and we posted work that had a site that had 9,000 visitors to the site. Now the site wasn't niche. It wasn't specific. Our target ad was, but through sending that advertisement out through that site, we were able to only get 2 referring clicks. We were only able to get 2 people. So that's 9,000 people that we got in front of with 2 people interested. So then we went and we identified a niche market, and we ran the same ad, and it was on a site that only had 2,000 visitors. It had 200 visitors a month. 43 people out of that test.
Right.
That's the power of niche marketing.
So, I mean, you know, like, with Terry Douglas, for instance, you know, somebody who's a country artist, you know, you're gonna, you go out and you spend a bunch of money and advertise that you're picking up where you need to be, and you hope that you're being put in front of the right people, but I guess, you know, long story short for Terry, he found out that wasn't the case when he came over with us initially, huh?
No, and that's right. The easiest way to get people to see what's going on is all they have to do is go to their Facebook profile. As 500 followers or 500 friends or page or in a group. You've got 500 channel getting maybe interested in a post. Sometimes you get 50 people interested in a post. Sometimes you get 20 people interested in a post. You never get to reach your whole audience. And the reason is that because Facebook uses a process of identifying what it is that your post is about, and it goes through the profiles of all of your followers, and it tries to identify those people who would be interested in your post, and it sends that post out to them. The content of your post, the content of your information, viewership or the interest of people around. So when you go and you pay for a Facebook ad, that advertising money, put it into an advertising position that puts you in front of people who are currently interested in what it is that you're offering. It just raises your audience. It gives you a higher return on your investment.
Right.
What production is trying to do is we figure if this is the music industry audience, be interested in music, why would you advertise music-related stuff on a site that sells camping gear?
Right.
Wouldn't do it.
It makes a lot of sense, man, and I think the people are going to be really happy with it, and I think it's going to be something to. I think a lot of people are going to regret it if they don't. You know, I know we were talking about the introductory.
I think I'm losing you a little bit.
You still there? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm here now. Can you hear me now?
So we were talking about doing an introductory of $16 until the end of February with the hashtag MFP, and that gets them locked in for a year, from what I understand.
It's what it is it's to give people and see what the environment can do to you. Also, we understand that we can't charge an exuberant amount of money advertising, because the key to advertising is having an audience.
Right.
It becomes a catch-22 where an advertiser needs consumers and then consumer needs it, advertisers. So in order for a site to work successfully, and you have to have advertisers. You can't. Nobody's going to advertise if there's no audience, and there's no audience going to be showing up if there's no content or any relevant information that they're desiring or looking for.
Fair
we
enough.
need people to invest just a little bit, come in, help us build the network, get into the social network, just get involved in it, register, be there, because the more and more people start showing up, the more and more the opportunity is presented to the people.
Right.
What this could benefit me. Hey, I could use this. Hey, this is working. Hey, this could work. Yeah, it might not work for the first couple of months. It might not work for the first few months. It's just going to grow, and the whole environment is just going to serve the industry.
Yeah. I think we're onto something pretty awesome, man, and I'm really excited to see what we got coming in the new year, man. But thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry, for your hard work and your continued dedication, man. It really is awesome to be able to see what's going on, and I think what a lot of people like is the ability to have their hands in something that not only changes in front of them, but they can feel like they have a voice. You know what I mean? Like, instead of...
Well, and it gives them ownership that they can own.
Right.
You don't own a Facebook. You don't own your Facebook ad space. You don't own a Google ad. But you can say, for God's sake, we broke Facebook, and we're the reason why Facebook went ahead and changed their images that you're allowed to use. Yeah. Because you're not even allowed to post an image with too much text in the image, because they can't track and monitor your advertising to fit and limit you. I mean, we went in and did a test on Facebook, and we said, okay, let's go ahead and start doing these text images and see what happens. So we started doing image advertising with text embedded into the image. So all of a sudden started seeing a 75% growth in our reach, because Facebook could not control our advertising and dictate who it was putting out to. So we ended up finding out that our ads are getting out to more and more people just because we took ownership of our advertising. But Facebook took onto it. Now what they put out is you can put an image up, and then they give you the opportunity to write the text on top of the image.
Right.
Because now you're submitting your text data to them. Now they can sit and track and monitor and control your advertising. It's ownership. It's ownership of your advertising space. We're not going to tell you can't put the word fuck in it. If you want to put the word fuck in it, put the word fuck in it.
Right. That's what you paid for.
Right? It's my space. It's my advertising. Why are you restricting me? Why are you telling me I can only have 33 words in my title? Why can I only say 120 words in my description? Are you kidding me? How can I say anything?
Yeah.
But the beauty of Music Familiar Productions Marketplace and their connection is that you can go into your profile now and you can say whatever the hell you want.
Right.
You can put your
within reason. I mean, within reason.
You can put your videos in there.
Within reason, of course. I mean, it's going to be, obviously, it's going to be, long story short, it's going to be a great opportunity for somebody who's up and coming and somebody who's spending a lot of money in a lot of other places just to be in one place and pay one payment or pay 5 payments over an extended period. I mean, what do you want to do, you know? Well, looks like we lost Larry there. Yeah.
Well.
Oh, there you are. There you are. All right.
Arizona to Ohio, I guess.
I guess, right? It's just another man trying to hold me down. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, I mean, you know, so there's going to be some exciting things. We're going to be trying to involve people more and more as we go along here, man. But I'm glad you took time to call in, Larry. Thank you, man, for calling in and hanging out with me in the last show here.
Right on. You take care. We'll be talking soon again.
All right, man. Thank you, sir. Music Familia, I am Antman. As you guys know, there are a lot of things that are going down at musicfamiliaproductions.com, and I think that you guys need to be a part of it, man. So make sure that you guys go over to musicfamiliaproductions.com, subscribe to our stuff. Make sure you like all of our social media, get involved with it. If you guys have any questions, concerns about pricing or advertising, make sure you guys get in touch with us. We are here for you. All right, guys, I am out the door. I have to get to my next gig. I have a lot to do. Tomorrow night, like I said, Hinder and Waylon are going to go to Sevilla. Make sure you guys are going to be out there. Columbus Events Group, Lynette's Barbecue. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors, Columbus Botanical Depot, my man Joe, Ryan Woods. My man Ryan just texted me, as a matter of fact, while I was just giving him a shout out, so it's kind of spooky. Ryan, Raw Designs, designsbyraw.com, 614-425-7901, youtube.com/RockyXTV, all your DIY needs. Photo Nation AP, my man Dave Sheets, ctbmag.com, Raw, Beautiful, Bold. And for a special introductory call, use the hashtag AntmanVs for your opportunity to get 10% off of your first purchases with Columbus Botanical Depot and Ryan Woods of Raw Designs. So make sure you use that hashtag. Let them know that I sent you AntmanVs, and they'll take care of you. So I'll see you guys Sunday morning for Sunday Morning Meltdown. We got a lot to talk about. Siobhan will be back. Hopefully Josh will be back. It's November, baby. I can't believe it. Wow. Christmas is right around the corner. Holy cow. Alright, folks. Be good to you and yours. I am Antman. I am out the door. Much love, Music Familia. I love you guys. See you Sunday. Saturday, December 9th, 2017. Alarosa Villa. Big Smoke.
Don't say my name.
Mike Bama.
Hot damn, another shot up in